So we have the petrol tank in its first coat of red oxide primer. You can see we've filed the excess solder off, and it doesn't look too bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. And yeah, we should be able to get that back onto the engine soon, once we get some red paint on it. Okay, we have the Suffolk clamped to the bench. We've got all the ignition on there and everything. And as you can tell from the smoke and junk coming out of the exhaust, we've managed to get a fire, even though I've done a compression test, just a quick one, and it hasn't come up very good. Not very good at all. About 75 psi, which is well below borderline for a two-stroke. So once we're done, this might make a fancy doorstop, because I've got no idea if it's actually going to run properly at all. But that's WD-40, not starting fluid. So we'll see if we can get it to fire again. Wasn't any nasty knocks when it fired, so that's quite promising. But I think it's in desperate need of some piston rings. Anyway, let's see if we can get it to go. Oh, well, there you go. It fired. Actually sounds okay. Maybe we could use the steam and smoke coming out of the bore after the fire to see where we're losing some compression. Ah, and here we go. I can actually show you where we're leaking compression. Yeah, I thought we were losing a bit more compression than just around the spark plug, and turns out I was correct. We are. You can see some bit of fuel coming out of the seal there. I took the card bits that I had on it off. I also think the actual crank might be bent as well. Looking at the flywheel, although it isn't actually completely tight yet. And the flywheel could just be warped, I suppose. We'll have to look at it here, dead on, and spin it over and see what's going on. Yeah, you can see where we're losing even more compression over here. This isn't good. That's distinctly some WD-40 coming out of the barrel. So we're losing compression around the seal. So that's why I'm only getting, there you go, 70 psi. I would have thought it should have had more compression than that, even though there is a little tiny bit of play in the piston. But I would have thought it should have had more than that. And turns out I was right. It is probably leaking compression all around the seal. Yeah, you can see some fuel coming out of here now. Got more WD-40. So that was a pretty good test, actually, getting it to fire. Yeah, I can distinctly see air bubbles as well. If I had a really good camera, you'd see them as well, but and good lighting in there, but I don't. But I can see the air bubbles. So we're definitely losing compression around that bizarre gasket seal that it has. So maybe I need to revert back to having the card in there as well, or maybe see if I can get it to seal a little bit better. But at the moment, we are losing a lot of compression. You can even hear it really hissing now after firing it a couple of times. The head bolts won't have been torqued fully down yet, so maybe I can tighten them up a bit better and get a bit more compression. We shall see. Oh well, it does actually run, it does fire, so all the ignition's good. It has a good spark, but by doing this test we really have shown some real problems with that seal. You can see plenty, so we got a compression leak there. Another one over this side and over here. So basically we got a compression leak everywhere where there isn't a bolt holding the head down. So we got one here in between the bolts, one here in between the bolts, and one here in between the bolts. Wonderful. Yeah, so we're going to have to try and do something about that. That's not right, and I don't just want to keep on tightening up the head bolts in a vague hope that it might seal. I could try a really thin gasket on the top of the lip. Could try that. That might give us some better results perhaps. But oh well, so far we have got it to fire, so that's not too bad. But we do have some pretty drastic compression leaks, and also the barrel needs tightening up a bit more. But she does run. Okay, well, with the slow motion, can really see the compression leaks on the Suffolk all the way around the head, so definitely need to sort it out. Not good at all.